to introduce you to one of the single most effective immune boosting tools ever. It can protect every cell in your body right down to the genetic level. It's a panacea made by the ocean itself, and I mean that literally. It's actually pharmaceutical grade and was listed as a pharmaceutical medicine in the European Physician's Desk reference until its efficacy threatened some pharmaceutical companies. But before I give it away, I invite you to consider this. Whether it's in the form of amniotic fluid, cerebrospinal fluid, saliva, lymph, synovial fluid, semen, breast milk, sweat, tears, urine, or blood, water is your body, and the waters you carry are the blood of Mother Earth. You are a drop of the ocean. And we evolved from creatures that lived in the sea. It's only by adapting to carry the oceans within us that our long ago ancestors were able to leave the oceans millions of years ago. Even now, the electrolyte ratios of your blood plasma are the exact same as ocean water, and your cerebrospinal fluid is only one single molecule different from seawater. You are a drop of the ocean. In fact, Nobel laureate Dr. Alexis Carrel demonstrated that cells can live almost indefinitely when kept in an optimal environment. His research showed that the cell is immortal, it's only the fluid surrounding it that degenerates, and he was able to keep heart tissue alive in a lab for over 30 years by immersing it in an environment of oceanic marine plasma. He used what's called Quinton Marine Plasma, discovered by Rene Quinton in the 1800s. It's harvested from a specific plankton bloom, a giant annual vortex that gathers nutrients from the ocean floor and mixes with nutrients from plankton. And it's a living matrix of genetic codes spanning billions of years. It contains the entire periodic table of elements, RNA, DNA, vitamins, enzymes, proteins, fatty acids, organic acids, etc., etc. I think of it as like the primordial soup, a concentrated broth of everything necessary to sustain life. Because all of life for 2 billion years existed only in the ocean. Humans have only been around in our current form for about 200,000 years. But for 2 billion years, life was oceanic. The whole structure, function, and design of life is based on this aquatic environment. Now, whales and dolphins travel thousands of miles to feed on these plankton blooms. So how lucky are we that we can have it delivered right to our door? Earth's oceans contain the blueprint of life. It's literally the amniotic fluid of the earth, and it can ignite and renew our genetic potential. In the early 1900s, Quinton established 69 free clinics in Europe and Africa, and groups of doctors saved hundreds of thousands of lives with this marine plasma. They saw success rates over 90% with a variety of ailments and serious conditions, and it plays such a role in bolstering the DNA that IV infusions of oceanic marine plasma can even overcome genetic birth defects, which are something that Western medicine writes off as incurable. Cases where pregnant women had had up to 8 stillbirths or had genetically deficient children, when they were infused with QMP, they gave birth to healthy babies for the first time. And thousands of kids at these clinics recovered from severe diseases and genetic abnormalities with QMP. Now, we might not be able to take it intravenously anymore, but oral supplementation can also make a big difference in your health. And this is the power of water. This is the wisdom of the ocean. It's the same as the wisdom of your body. You are an ocean contained in skin, and realizing this is the beginning of true health and longevity. For links to Quinton Marine Plasma, dive into the Electrolytes collection at waterislife.shop.